Hey guys, welcome to Monday Reflections. Yesterday at Avenue South, we were in Exodus chapter 3, verses 9 through 15. And this is the text where Moses is at the burning bush. God speaks to him through the burning bush, the bush that wasn't consumed. He tells Moses that he's heard the cry of his people and that he wants him to go to Pharaoh and tell him to release his people. This is Moses' calling. This is where he receives his calling. And of course, Moses responds with, "Who am I that I should do this? Like, I'm a nobody." Just the typical, inadequacy. I can't do this. God tells him, "I will be with you." He reassures him. And then Moses asks, "Well, who should I say sent me?" And God responds with, "Tell them I am who I am. I am has sent you." Now, there's two things that stick out in this text. First is the response of Moses. Moses tells God, "I don't know if I can do this." Number two, God responded. He told Moses that, I'll be your credentials. I'll be your name drop. Tell them I am sent you. And he reassured him that he would not be alone. Now, the significance of this text for me, and kind of what we talked about yesterday, is, like I said before, this is where Moses received his call. What God was wanting to do through him for his people and for him. We're all going to receive a calling, whether that's in the mission field or as a pastor or worship leaders in the local church, or even just as a bank teller or a nurse, and you're just expressing and sharing the love of Christ. That's your calling. That's how God's using you. The one thing to take note of is that it's not about the calling. It's not about what you bring to the table. It's not about what I bring to the table. It's about the one that extends the calling. I'm going to give you this, but you're not going to be alone. I'm going to give you everything that you need. And more than any resource that you could have, financially, physically, any kind of material resource, what's even more important is the presence of God in that calling. He reassures Moses. He's going to reassure you. He's going to be with you in your calling, no matter what that may look like. And whenever we're walking through our calling, sometimes we do feel those inadequacies. We feel like we don't measure up to the task at hand. But one thing that I took out of the service yesterday, and one thing to remember, that even though we may feel those inadequacies, even though we may feel like we don't have the resources, we have the one that has everything that we need. In your calling, that really kind of takes the pressure off of what it is that you're doing, that you realize that it's not about me. Don't give them you in your calling, whatever it is. Don't give them you, give them Jesus. And that's it. Our job is to be obedient and faithful to the calling. So that's what I take from this text from yesterday at Avenue South. Moses was called. We're all called to specific things. But at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the one that gives us the calling. And it's about us giving the one that gives us the calling to other people. Jesus. Give people Jesus.